in the car. Shocker. Today's video is about me trying to complete a whole crochet project within a week, because I was thinking about YouTube stuff and all the goals and all the things I have for it, and basically I haven't uploaded in the last like 2 weeks. I need to post more, but I also need to challenge myself more in videos. So this week's challenge is going to be crocheting a full crochet project in a week. I did on Instagram, over on my personal Instagram, options for people to vote on which project to do. So we have 2 options that you can see on the screen here. We have this beautiful like cat blanket stitch, and then you have this cat throw pillow. It all looks pretty good. And then the next set is a granny square sweater vest, which includes little to no colors, because you can honestly get an ombre yarn and your granny squares will look 100 times amazing. We have that right there, and then we also have this moon, star, sun granny square sweater vest as well. The winners were obviously the cat throw pillow, and then if you know me, I love space, so it doesn't surprise me that the space sweater vest has won. We're going to be making the moon and sun and star sweater vest. But I'm going to go to Michael's and get more yarn. The yarn I have, I do not like. I have the perfect dark blue sparkle yarn that I want to use as maybe a border for all these granny squares that I'm gonna have to make. I don't know yet, but I only have 2 cakes of those and I don't know how many yards are in them. My confidence in getting this done in a week is very low. If I really focus on a project, I can get it done. I did my cardigan, my red cardigan. I never even finished it because I was working on the border for it. My red cardigan, I got that done without any interruptions. I could get it done in 3 days. And I also don't want to make another cardigan because I don't want to burn out on that. So do sweater vests and some granny squares. I've never done that. So right now I'm getting coffee. I'll see you guys at Michael's. Alright, y'all, I just got out of Michael's. As you guys can see, my Michael's has the worst yarn inventory ever, and I fucking hate it. And so that's why I don't really shop at Michael's that much, but I need to because that's where the cheap yarn is besides Walmart. We got this beautiful blue color right here. This one, Lions brand. I never really worked with Lions brand yarn before, but I've heard wonderful things about it. This yarn is 100% acrylic, so this will be like the yarn that goes around the moon or the stars and the sun for each square. And then I got this off-white, almost cream colored yarn, same thing, Lions brand, 100% acrylic. It's cream colored, and so I think this will pair very well with this right here. as you guys saw, I was looking around and I fell in love with this yarn. This yarn is beautiful and it has all these different colors. Do I switch the moon and the stars to be wrapped around this color, or should I keep it as the solid? So that's what I'm having a dilemma with. And then saw me get, I'm a sucker for these kind of yarns too, the ones with the little speckles on them. I'm debating on making this like the collar and the cuffs, but if I have sparkly yarn, I mean, this will go with this blue. It's a little lighter, but that's okay. It'd go with this, so it matches the project that I'm doing. It's just, I don't know, but it's so cute. I couldn't not get it, you know. But now my dilemma is, do I go for this yarn to go around the stars and the moon and sun? Do I do this one or do I do this one? The only thing is, I like most of the colors besides the black, and this one's different. This is 100 polyester, so this will keep you warm, and I know this can handle the whole sweater because it has about 760 yards in here. It takes about 1,000 plus for a cardigan for me. I know it can make a sweater vest because I would only be really using 500 of it, maybe. I don't even know. And I like this color, these colors, because that's what I saw online. I don't know, but it is really soft. The acrylic is too. This one's almost like silk-like. I guess you'll see when I start the project. Oh, I gotta start today to get a head start. We're gonna do something that I've never done in a crochet project, which is do a swatch. Okay, but we're gonna have to do a swatch of both, and we'll have to decide from there. Which really sucks. Fuck. This is why we're vlogging this whole week. We're trying to challenge ourselves. The next thing I need to decide, what hooks am I gonna use? I have so many different hooks. I have my standard, I think the brand's called Boy. I have my Knit Pro crochet hook set, the fancy wood with the gold hooks, and then I got these cheap little Amazon plastic hooks that I actually really like. So now we gotta do a swatch. We gotta figure out what hook we're gonna do. This is a whole thing. I did not realize I was gonna be getting this technical with it, but it's to challenge myself. But I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna get my shit together, clean off my crochet desk, get my filming stuff set up so that I can record what I'm doing, and yeah. Okay, so we got my crochet hook sets. The first one we have is the Knit Pro. I think this one's 5.5 millimeters right here. This one's like my all-time favorite hook and my most expensive hook too. So we have that as an option. We also have this 5 millimeter Amazon plastic crochet hook that we might use. And we have this Walmart brand Boy crochet hook as well, one of my faves. And then we're gonna first test swatch this Lions brand Pound of Love blue. So here we go. Saw, I just finished crocheting the first square of this vest, and it took me a while just because I was learning this pattern, but this one was pretty easy. I used a 5 millimeter hook and I like it. The stitches are tight, just how I want it. But let's grab like something mostly white. This is the book I actually just picked up this morning, and so if I lay this flat on camera, can't really see much going on right here, which I don't hate. think 5mm might be perfect. I'm curious what 5, if I up it a half a size, will it make it too gappy, or I think 5 might be just perfect. Earlier you guys saw I was debating on using a 5.5mm hook, or potentially 5 and 5.75mm hook, but when looking at the hooks, I think 5 is going to be perfect. It's going to be small enough. So we know our hook size now. We'll go with a 5mm. So I'll probably use this hook for a little bit. So I'll have to treat this with lots of care because this is a plastic hook and they're not as stable. So we now know what this Lions brand blue is going to look like. Now know what this is going to look like. Now we have to see if we want to use this blue or if we want to use the problem with this one is it's huge, but I know I won't run out. Problem with the other one is I might run out after a few squares because this looks like it took quite a bit of yarn to do. But now we're gonna remake this moon, but we're gonna do the Karen cloud cake. If you guys know anything about me, I pull from the outside, not from the inside, because I have a spinner and it works perfectly with cakes. So I will probably have my husband wind this up for me because I don't want to deal with a ball of yarn. I'd rather deal with cakes because that's how I prefer it. So let me get this loaded up on the winder and then we'll hop into a time-lapse mode for this one, for the moon as well. We'll keep the white yarn the same. But overall, I love how this looks. And then you can make this square a lot bigger, but I think I'm just going to keep it at this, just so I don't have to use more yarn. But let's measure how many inches wide. So I measured this. I'm going to say 4.5 inches long. 4.5 inches long, maybe 5 once it's stretched out and fully blocked. But yeah, we're gonna use this cloud cake and we're gonna make another moon. Then we're gonna figure out which one we're gonna do. But so far, I really love how this turned out. Okay, so I just finished off doing this moon in the Karen cloud cake yarn. I love how it looks. Compared to the two, I do like how it looks, but this yarn is not easy to work with. And one thing that I've noticed when I was tightening the magic ring was that if you look in the back, this yarn fully came apart while I'm trying to tighten and make this as tight as possible so that there's no hole in the middle. I can't have that happen on a sweater vest too, especially if you're gonna wear it. And then even while I was trying to pull to finish this off and I was pulling, it started to fray. While this looks more premium and feels nice and like it's a soft yarn, it looks great, it's just not gonna work for a wearable. It's not durable. It does make the moon almost look a little better if I'm gonna compare the two. Maybe I just did this moon better than that one, I'm not really sure. But yeah, you get to see how gross my recording station is. This moon looks a lot nicer, looks tighter, that curve is more prominent. And so is this one right here. It is a little on the thinner side. I feel like this one evenly distributes the moon. It doesn't take too much. There is somewhat of a size difference. I would say about a few millimeters shorter. I'm not really 100% sure. I just know it does look a lot smaller compared. So if I was to use the cake yarn, I would have to extend it by another row just to accommodate for this one. Aesthetically, like I said, if you saw this out in the street, this would look a lot more nicer just because this yarn, polyester, and it's naturally fluffy and whatnot, versus the acrylic yarn right here. Still looks pretty nice, and I do like how this turns out. I could actually see what I was doing with my stitches on this one. I didn't have to count. That is the big thing in crochet patterns, that you don't want to count because it's such a pain in the ass too. So It's almost like you forget how to count. I think for the rest of the project, I think it's safe to say that I am going to go with Lions brand yarn all the way through. While this was a cute attempt, I am going to probably give this to a coworker. I'm really scared about this magic ring situation here in the middle, but other than that, it's nice. It's stretchy. Other concern is, now that I'm messing with it, see the ring is loosening up as I'm playing with it. This yarn already, the Karen yarn, is already stretchy versus the acrylic yarn. It's pretty solid. It's not going to go anywhere. This whole fabric alone, pretty good. It matches my nails. It would make a really cool glove actually. But other than that, I think this is safe to say that we are going to go and proceed with the Lions brand all the way through while making this. Now, I'm not just making moons, I'm making a sun and a star as well. I will have, that is the test. We are ready. 5mm hook with the Lions brand yarn. Wow. Don't judge the hair. Don't judge it, okay? Today we're going to continue making the moons. Again, really like this one, but the yarn just sucks. So I'm gonna stick with the acrylic. It makes it bigger too, and for 5 inches. So I'm gonna make 15 of these tonight. That's the goal. So we have one down already. 14 more to go. I have the yarn right by me. I have my hook, scissors. I have my stitch markers to help me. I know how to start it, luckily, but then once I get to the moon bit, I don't memorize that part. So guessing by the 5th one, I'm gonna know, but I'm gonna make 15. I know that's not gonna be enough, but I'm gonna make 15 each of the moon, the stars, and the suns. 45 squares total. So 15 of these, 15 of the suns and stars. So I think I'm gonna up at 20. So we're gonna do 20 of these. So you get the whole point. So I'm here. I will record some time-lapse footage, but I gotta use my phone at some point. Now I will be making 20 of the moons. It's been like, I want to say an hour. I have a fan that blows on me while I do this because when I'm focusing on a crochet project, I run hot. So, I got 1, 2, 3 squares done, so I'm 4. I got 16 more to go. But what I did to make this process a little quicker, camera's always so dirty. This process a little quicker is that I actually wrote down how to make it in my own way of doing it. So I know how to start it, and I wrote down in great detail on how to make the moon and then how to finish it up so that I don't have to keep going and watching the YouTube video, because when I watch the YouTube video, it takes me about a half hour to do for one of these squares, and it really sucks. So the fact that I was able to do 3 within an hour is pretty good. It just sucks because I wish written patterns were available but were easier to read. So I have it written down. I'm gonna try to crank out more, but holy shit, I think we'll check in at 15 to see how we feel about it. The worst part is I have to block these. I will block them using Downy wrinkle spray. It works, it does the job, but I need like a book or something. I'm gonna crank out more. I did a time lapse. I did like an hour time lapse. Not gonna do any more time lapse because I want to also like text people. Be good with this amount of yarn. I think this will last the whole thing, but I'm gonna keep going at it. Okay, it is much later than the last time we chat. I made the executive choice to take a break from crocheting tonight. I think I went in a little too heated yesterday, and I know if I do it tonight, worrying about having to open at my other job tomorrow, having to get up early, I just didn't want to do that. So I decided chill tonight. I'm gonna make dinner soon. I doing my nails. So if you want a nail review, we'll quickly do them. So I have the Kiss Impress Effect nails. The problem is they were the stickers, and these stickers are a bitch to get off. Literally had to like pry all my nails off, soak them with like several things of acetone and whatever. And you know, want to know what worked? Olive oil. I had spray olive oil and sprayed my nails, and like it literally got rid of all the sticky shit. So my nails are pretty much prepped, scrubbed, and ready. I am going to lightly file them, but the nails I'm gonna go for, these nails, like little cat eye, these cute little French tip nails. If I bring it closer, yeah. So these are pretty cute. So I wanted to do that. These are the Chill House Chill Tips. And so they have their glue, and I'm like, cool, but I'm not a fan of these kind of glues, so I got the Kiss brush on glue. Let me know if this is bad for your nail health. I know gluing your nail is not really necessarily the best. Oh well, so I'm gonna do my nails, and I'm gonna have a full set again. Oh good. My fear is that they're gonna have my thumb size. Oh, these are kind of long. Fuck, I didn't realize how, like, look how long that is. Oh boy. I didn't realize when I bought these. You guys know me, I can't do super duper long nails. I mean, I can, I just like kind of an adjustment. Anyways, my dilemma with this is that my wedding, I had press-on nails that were pretty long, and I could not for the life of me get used to them. I think it's only because I wasn't used to having nails in general, but I think these are gonna be fine. I mean, they look really cool, so I'm going to still do them. I just gotta shape them. I'm gonna put my nails on. I'll show you guys when I'm done, and then if I'm in the mood, I might vlog me making dinner. I don't know yet, but yeah, no, I'm gonna do my nails and I'll show you when I'm done. So I just finished my first hand, which crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure I put on some nails crooked or whatever, but to be honest, it worked. But I think I fucked up. So you notice how like, there's like the nude part open and this is open, so they kind of close. Same for the, I guess the pinky's the oddball out, but like it is a lot longer than I'm used to. So we'll see how long these ones last. I don't really care if these ones pop off or anything. Hey. I don't care if these pop off because they were cheap. They're like $5, so I'm gonna get food. What do y'all think? Got my nails. Also, sorry for the wind tunnel that is my room. A big fan blowing on me, and then I have to have an air conditioner in my room because my AC is broken, and it's been broken for the last 3 years I've lived here. But I wanted to show you my nails. They look great. Let me show you in the back. They look amazing. They look so cool. We'll see how long they last. I hope I can get used to them quick. So far I'm doing good. Tomorrow will be a big crochet day to write down the pattern for the star and the sun, but I'll watch those videos tomorrow. I think I have a plan for the cardigan. We'll see. I'm going to go to bed, wake up bright and early at 3:30, go to work, and it's currently 11:30. Good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Day on crochet stuff. I have not been bringing it to work. I have not been bringing my crochet projects to work when I should be, so I can meet my 20 squares a day minimum. But bitch, I only got the moons figured out. I'm like, well, now I'm kind of rethinking of the pattern. So do I focus on doing just the front and keep the solid or keep the back solid? Because like that's cute too, and I've seen that before. So I'm like debating on that. I'm like, okay, get the moons done and then do, you know, the back as a solid. The only problem is I haven't know how to do like a solid back, because if I'm going to do the squares, I have to, you know what I'm struggling with? And if I do a back, what kind of stitch do I do? Do I do double crochets? Do I do triple crochets? Like, I don't, oh my god. God. So like, I'm struggling here. So what do? Do I do just the moons in the front? Do like 5 moons, 5 stars, 5 suns? So I'm trying to replan this whole thing, and I don't know how that's gonna go. I did, before leaving work today, I did type up the pattern. I don't know. Okay, but I did type up the pattern. I actually went to the comments on YouTube, and I was able to find comments of people literally typing up the pattern for me. I'm like, okay, well, and so I was able to quickly type it up based off of the comments. I guess my writing method didn't work out, which fucking sucks, but whatever. Later tonight, I will try to do some crochet squares tonight, as I have to open at my other job tomorrow, and I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning for that. It's not like I can just spend a few hours doing that without actually going insane. So we're not giving up. We're going to make this happen, but I think we're gonna have to just keep it in the front with all the moons. Or I do like a moon, sun, and star, just 3 squares in the back, and build around that and keep it at, like, you know, almost like a triangle shape maybe. I'm heading home from work today to test out this written pattern. If this written pattern's not cooperating, then we're gonna scream. After typing up the written pattern and using it, I have successfully mastered writing a pattern for this project. So now we are officially halfway. I decided I'm going to do 10 squares each since they're about 5 inches. We're doing good, but unfortunately I was only able to make 1, and now I have to bed because I have to also work at my other job tomorrow again, which is fine. I'm not as upset about it. This night, I don't think I'll get it done, but we're gonna keep trying.